What's up, peeps, freaks, and geeks? It's Rant and Rave Infection, and this video is going to be about superheroes from the Philippines. And you may already know, especially if you're a subscriber, that I like to talk about certain things, and one of the topics that I frequently enjoy discussing are superheroes. Mostly American, if not, all American. I mean, talking about Marvel, DC, superheroes, very familiar to us, especially people from North America. Being a North Americaner myself, is that even a word? North Americaner? Anyway, I want to talk about, from my hometown, home country, Filipino superheroes. And yes, we do have Filipino superheroes. And they may or may not what you expect them to be. I'll give you some examples right now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you some pictures, some images that I ended up scanning, actually. These are actually superhero characters that were... These are superhero cards, or trading cards, whatever you want to call it. Collectible cards. I got them from about the mid-90s, and this was during the height of 90s animated cartoon series, such as the Xmen, Spiderman, very famous superheroes on TV. And so, of course, they ended up making a lot of, trading cards, and especially the Philippines. They, in the Philippines, you'll find so many knockoffs and so many fake trading cards, like fake versions of American, like real American trading cards. Well, one of the things that I really enjoyed was the fact that, they actually made some original characters, original superhero trading cards. And I don't think these are real characters from comic books. These are actually superhero designs, character designs, I think made specifically for these trading cards. If you've ever lived in the Philippines, you'll know that the Philippines love gimmicks. They love to put, like, freebies in products in order to sell them. In America, or, in North America, you'll find them in cereal boxes, if you buy a cereal box, there's, a lot of the times there's free crap, there's, a free trading card, a free toy, or whatever, what have you, Well, in the Philippines, they put them on everything, like almost any product that's available for consumption, especially food products, such as, instant noodles and juice. They'll put, maybe a trading card, inside the package. And in the mid-90s, they were able to create these superhero characters. And just looking at the character designs, they're actually pretty cool, They actually look awesome. Like they would actually appear in real comic books. Right, this was my favorite right here. Motorface. Look at this guy. He just looks so badass. Look at this. He's got a metallic cybernetic head. And, he's got a gun and he looks muscular and everything. And that's him in all his glory. And if you look at the backside, you can see that the setup is very similar to an early 90s card design of Marvel. Marvel made some trading cards back in the early 90s, and the layout is very similar. You got the, you got the number at the top left, number of the card. You got the name, the top right, and then you got the power level, like the strength, the intelligence, statistics at the right side, and then you got a few like trivial information about the characters. I'll read it right now if you can't even see. Okay, so this is Motorface, and his real name is Andrei Strowski. His origin is his master, a mad scientist named Dr. Gloom, made Andre a cyborg for selfish purposes. Okay. Did you know? Dr. Gloom was once the trusted assistant of the scientist who succeeded in creating the original cyborg, Sting. And that's all we really know about Motorface and his history. The reason why I think this is just for comic, they're not from comic books or anything, they're just original characters made specifically for trading cards, is because of the amount of information that you find in the back of the trivia. They give you enough, but you don't really get a feeling of history, and you don't see any like references in the back either. Like if you get a trading card, you know, from Marvel or whatever, you'll see historical facts, you know, like first appearance, you know, what issue they first appeared on, the date, and these cards don't have any of that because they're basically just made specifically for these trading cards. But they're really cool. I got them when I was about the first grade. I'll give you another example. Here's another one. Crimson Ninja. Wow, that is fine. If that's what ninjas look like, I'd like to meet me one of those Crimson Ninjas. But this is Crimson Ninja. You can see that she's a very voluptuous looking character. She's got two, I guess, batons or what are those? Clubs in her hand. She doesn't really look anything much like a ninja. She looks more like a dominatrix, almost like a female Wolverine or something. I don't know. Of course, all clad in red or crimson, I guess. And let's look at the backside, the description. And you can see here that her real name is Olan Yin. Wow, look at that. Nice, nice backside. Her origin, this is her origin. Young Olan Yin trained herself in the martial arts to survive the savagery of backcity streets and later became its defender. Ooh. So she became a defender of the streets. Okay. Did you know? Crimson Ninja's ultimate goal is to find her American father. There you go again, that American thing. Yo, Americans are really romanticized in the Philippines, you know what I'm saying? And you can see here that her name itself, it's Olan Yin. That sounds like a Chinese name. Chinese origin. And then I guess her father is American. Okay, so that's... And then I'll show you other characters here. You got Savage. Looks like a samurai dude. You got Volto. He looks almost like a... I don't know, Fireball or... No. A character from Marvel called Widget. Or something. A cross between Widget and like Havoc or something. I don't know. You got Frozen Point. Obviously this guy is... You can tell that he's about freezing in ice. And he's kind of like the Iceman. You know. And he has a suit, which actually gives him those powers. And you got Dag here. D-A-G. Pretty badass looking dude. He looks kind of like a mix between like Daredevil and Moon Knight or something. He's got a cape and a spear. Pretty cool looking character. And then, okay, these characters are different over here. These ones, oh no, I forgot to show you. This one's Arm. Arm looks awesome. Arm looks cool. Look at him. He's like a freak of nature. Alright, so here, these are different characters. You can see that it's got the Sugarland title, if you can actually read it. It's a Sugarland logo. Sugarland is a manufacturer of juice, like fruit juices, juice mix, kind of like Kool-Aid, you know? You're familiar with Kool-Aid and other fruit juice mix like that, where you just add water to it. Well, that's basically what Sugarland is. That's the kind of products they have. And that's where I got these from, basically. They were free. They came inside packages of juice, I guess. And these are more... The first series that I showed you, they were more like Marvel characters, you know, Marvel-esque, where the characters are a bit more diverse in character designs and origins, you know, as far as their storyline and stuff like that. These ones, these Sugarland ones, are a little bit more Filipino nationality pride kind of thing. They're more representing the actual Filipino culture. And looking at these certain characters, like this one right here. This one is like a collective of different characters, but you can see that the Philippines flag is in the background. And you can see the different characters. Even one guy is wearing almost like clothing or a costume based on traditional clothes. And actually, if you flip and look at the backside of the card, it's the only description it has is sort of like the storyline where it's like a little tidbit about what may be happening in the front of the card. So it's just a small description, a small storyline piece, very similar to what you would find in a Marvel card or maybe even a DC card. So these are just examples right here. I'll let you look at the different designs of these characters, these different cards. These are basically superheroes that you would find in Filipino comic books, or you know, character designs made by Filipinos. So there you go.